Hey, George. How's your day going so far?
Nothing out of the ordinary. Work is still boring, and I still want to find another job. How about you? Anything new?
Yeah, actually. I just heard from my friend Mallory that she's getting married. Her boyfriend proposed to her out of the blue at dinner the other night.
Wow, that's great. Mallory and Dan are a great couple. Knowing them, I bet their wedding is going to be a huge party.
She's already getting way ahead of herself with planning it. She already has a guest list of like 200 people, and it's definitely going to only get bigger. They already have a couple reservations to start looking at some venues. Apparently, if you don't start super far out, then all the good places get booked.
Yeah, my friend Eddie said the same thing. He had to book the place he wanted his wedding at over 2 years before his wedding because it was super popular. Good thing he did, though, because his wedding was awesome.
Yeah, they're full steam ahead about planning everything. I'm just so happy for them. They've been together ever since they met in college, and they've been basically attached at the hip since then. I'm actually surprised it took them this long to get married. I thought they would have done it much sooner.
Everyone has their own timing, I guess. But yeah, they're definitely great together. How long have they been dating? Longer than us, right?
Yeah, but really not that much longer. I think it's been about 3 years total. Which, gets me thinking.
I feel like I already know what you're about to say.
I mean, do you blame me? She's not the first one of my friends to get married. Once you get to our age, it's like everyone suddenly goes into wedding mode. We haven't had any serious talks about it in a while. What do you think?
I think it's definitely something I want to talk about again. I hate to bring up the past, but I was already in a serious relationship that was heading towards marriage and it completely fell apart. To be honest, it was a pretty traumatic experience, which is why I'm not looking to rush right into marriage at all. I'm really into you, and I think if there's anyone I want to marry, it would be you, but I'm just afraid to commit and get hurt again. I don't mean to offend you or anything, but I want to be as transparent as possible.
No, I totally get it. But I think if it's ever going to happen, we need to sit down and go over everything. I'm not going to hurt you like she did. I'm the one really pushing for marriage, so I wouldn't want to do anything to jeopardize it. I'm not saying we need to get married tomorrow, but we're not getting any younger, and if we both feel like we're right for one another, I think we should at least discuss what it would look like.
You're right. Okay, what about this? This weekend we can sit down over some drinks and talk about marriage again.
That would be a great idea.
Again, I don't want to make it seem like I'm not in love with you or anything, because I totally am. I just want to take precaution before we move forward. If anything, it's especially because I think you're the one for me that I want to be extra careful. Does that make sense?
It does, and I totally understand. That sounds great. I'm looking forward to it. And I don't want to rush you into anything either. I just wouldn't be able to sit still without getting my desire to marry you off my chest.
I totally get it. Anyway, I have to get back to work. Have a great day, and I'm looking forward to our talk.
Same.
Hey, thanks again for sitting down with me last weekend and talking through everything. You really put my mind at ease about getting married.
No, thank you for being open to talking to me about everything. Again, I want to make sure you know that I love you and I really want to marry you. You're the only one for me, and I'm so happy that I met you.
After thinking everything over, I finally came to a decision about it all.
Oh, you did? What do you think?
I think I really do want to get married to you. This is not an official proposal or anything. Don't worry, when the time comes, you'll get your ring.
That's great! You literally just made my whole week. I don't care about some stupid ring. I just want to be your wife. I'm so happy.
I'm really happy to hear that. Now we have to move on to the next step, which is going to be a bit difficult. It's time for you to finally meet my parents.
I'm ready. I know we've been putting it off for a while, but I think it's time. To be honest, though, I'm pretty nervous because of all the things you've told me. It sounds like they're pretty strict.
If I'm being honest, yeah, they are very strict. And it's really just because they care about me and want to make sure I'm dating the best possible person. They love me and just want the best for me. But in the past, it's been nothing but trouble. Just warning you in advance.
You mean like when you try to introduce other girlfriends to them? What happened?
Pretty much every time I introduced someone to them, they found something wrong with them and just focused on that. One girlfriend came from a single-parent household, so my parents didn't think she was raised properly enough to be with me. They scared her away pretty quickly. Another one was studying English at university, and they said that was a useless major and she'd end up working in fast food. She took off pretty quickly after that. But the worst was my last girlfriend, the one I was supposed to marry. They got into a huge fight with her because she mentioned she worked freelance. They both immediately shut down and didn't even give her a chance. The most ridiculous part of it all was that she made way more money than I did by being freelance and could have easily supported the two of us on our own. But to them, being freelance was basically the same as being jobless. They said that she could lose her income at any time and they scared her away.
Jeez, I had no idea they were that bad. I'm so afraid to meet them now. I bet they're going to find something they hate about me, too.
Don't worry. I've learned from the past and I'll do my best to deflect their idiotic opinions. But if I'm being brutally honest, there's always going to be something they find about someone to complain about. The most important thing is to not fuel the fire and pretend like it doesn't bother you.
Okay, I'll try my best. I'm usually pretty good when it comes to stuff like this. I have a pretty strong threshold for patience. When do you want to see them? Personally, I want to get it over with as fast as possible if you think it's going to be an ordeal.
I'll text them and ask them if they're free this weekend. You don't have anything going on, right?
No, I don't. Let me know when you hear back then so I can start mentally preparing.
Will do. Don't worry, I think you'll be fine. I just wanted to let you know beforehand how it could go. I expect the worst, you know?
Sure thing. Thanks for the heads up. And more importantly, thanks for doing this to move one step closer to us getting married.
Mom, Dad, it's me. I'm home. Oh, you're here.
George is here already. But I still haven't fully finished preparing the table. Oh my, you must be so hungry.
Still. Come on, I told you to speed it up, so what are you still doing? No, it's fine, honestly. We don't mind waiting, it's not a problem. But anyway, Mom, Dad, this is my girlfriend. You guys mentioned before that you were curious, so I thought I'd bring her along to meet you both.
Hello, my name is Sarah. It's lovely to be able to meet you both for the first time. George has told me so many nice things about you guys. Pardon me, but are you really George's mother? You look so young. What's your secret? Your skin looks amazing. Oh, me? No. You're being far too kind to little old me. Thank you ever so much. Oh no, I really mean it. You're so beautiful. I'd never be able to tell you'd had children. You look so good for your age. Well, it's been a while since me and George met, so I apologize for taking so long to introduce myself. Oh no, it's fine. Regardless, it's still a pleasure to finally meet you.
Do you really have to introduce us to every girl you meet? It gets a little uncomfortable after a while, you know. So, did you come here because you're thinking about marrying George?
I'm sorry?
Dad, how can you ask something like that all of a sudden? Surely you can wait until a little later to ask that kind of thing, right?
Come now, dear. George is right, isn't he? Now really isn't the time for all that. Sarah, dear, if it's okay with you, would you mind giving me a hand in the kitchen? Why, yes, of course. What would you like me to help with? Oh, and before I forget, here. It's just a small gift, but I couldn't come and meet you for the first time empty-handed. So I made you both a cake. It was freshly baked this morning, so I hope you both enjoy it. Oh my, would you look at that? I don't think I've ever seen a cake so big. Never mind one this beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm sure it'll be delicious.
Okay, Ka. Thanks. I'll let you know how it tastes. It seems you know how to act around someone's parents for the first time. Of course. Sarah isn't the type of girl to be overwhelmed by things easily. She really wanted to make an effort for you guys. I see. Well, that's something I'll find out by myself gradually as time goes on. And then, what did you buy? You still haven't even finished setting the table.
Okay, calm down. Sarah, honey, could you come over here and help me prepare the table? Sure, not a problem. You seem like such a pretty and lovely girl. Thank you so much for your help. I'm so relieved George has met a girl such as you.
See, I told you. She's even more gorgeous in real life as she is in the pictures.
George, you don't have to say things like that.
Come now, George. I can see you're clearly infatuated with her, but show a little restraint in front of your mother and father, will you? Sorry. I'm just being honest. I couldn't help myself.
Cut it out, you damn fool. So are the pair of you thinking about getting married or what?
What is your problem, Dad? Marriage this, marriage that. Do you really want to send me off to get married so urgently?
So what if I am? You're not getting any younger, and it's about time you thought about starting a family, is it not? Even if not now, there will be a time where you'll have to start a family of your own. You should have a child while you're young if you want them to grow up to be smart and enter a good college. But you're leaving it quite late now, aren't you? Even if the man doesn't care at what age it happens, a woman has to be careful with her age if she plans to have a child. Your mother was only 22 years old when we got married, and was 24 at the time she gave birth to you. That's exactly why you ended up going to one of the most prestigious colleges in the country.
You know, your father is right in what he's saying, George. Since you've already graduated college and now found yourself a decent job, surely now you should start preparing for marriage. What do you think about it, Sarah?
Well, actually, I haven't given it much thought as of yet. He still hasn't proposed to me, so...
Is that so? But didn't you say your pair had been seeing each other for a while? Considering each other's ages, shouldn't you guys be thinking about getting things started even if it's just a little slowly? As for proposing, that's something the man must surely take care of. Okay, Mom, I got it. We'll make that decision when the time is right, okay? Gosh, I think I've lost my appetite all of a sudden. I thought today you'd just be satisfied to meet Sarah and get an idea of what kind of person your son has met.
Well, if neither of you are thinking about getting married, why on earth are you wasting all this time? If you're coming all this way to introduce yourself and show your face to your boyfriend's parents, then perhaps surely you'll have to be considering marriage to some degree.
He's right, you know. We can't afford to leave you kids to your own devices these days. Spending all your time simply dating like this will make having a child rather late all the more difficult for you both.
Well, you know, I also really do care about George a lot. And I'm so happy to have met somebody like him. I know I haven't given much thought to it just yet, but after listening to what you guys have had to say, I'm sure I'll think it over some more going forward. I'll definitely discuss it a little more with George a bit later on.
Just don't take too long deciding. You have to think sooner rather than later. Otherwise, the pair of you will end up looking elsewhere and call an end to everything. This thing called marriage isn't just saying that you two like each other now, is it? This kind of thing is clearly new to the both of you, but still. Regardless of how much you guys have done this or done that, how is it that you still haven't even started to decide to get married?
Dad, come on now. Now, George. While you're our son living under our care, it's only right that we're allowed to say these things now, isn't it? It's not like we're asking anything too severe or personal. It's just that it's been a while since the both of you have started dating is all. We can at least ask whether or not you guys are intending to get married or not. What's so bad about that? Am I in the wrong, Sarah? Do you think we're being a little too pushy and forward too, Sarah?
Why? No, not at all. Seeing as I've come over to introduce myself to you both, it seems only right that you should be able to ask about such issues.
That's exactly right! Such a delicate and classy young lady, aren't you, Sarah? You took the words right out of my mouth. It's clear to see you've been taught well and are a well-educated young woman. If I'd known you guys were planning on asking things such as this, I wouldn't have even bothered coming over.
George, there's no need to be like that. Although I still haven't thought about marriage just yet, and I haven't really expressed any intention to get married either, I'll make sure to talk it over with George a little more in the near future.
That would be great. You know, we wouldn't be saying these kinds of things if we didn't think you were a good fit for our son. We really like you is all. You can understand that, right?
Of course. I'm really flattered that you can see me in that way.
Such a well-spoken young lady. I'm sure going forward there'll be no problems between you and our George.
Can we stop talking so needlessly now? If everyone has finished eating, then cut the chit-chat and start clearing the table. Go fetch us some fruit or something for dessert.
You two can eat as much fruit as you want. Me and Sarah, however, have a date we need to get to.
No, really? You've only just got here and you're already leaving. And I still have so much I'm curious about and want to ask.
That's the point. I could see you still have so much left to say, so I thought we'd get out of here well in advance.
And what about Sarah? Are you planning on leaving too? Oh, won't you stay just for a little bit longer? I just have a few more things I'd love to ask you about. When George is as stubborn as this, I'm afraid there is not much I can do. Next time I'll be sure to answer whatever it is you want to ask. My apologies. Then I guess there's nothing that can be done. Well, before you go, could you please give me a hand with clearing everything away? My hands are rather weak and feeble these days, so washing the dishes can be quite troublesome for me. Oh no, really? Then please take a rest. I'll take care of everything for you. Next time I come, I'll bring you something to treat those hands of yours. I'll make sure to pick out something good for you. That would be lovely. Thank you ever so much.
Hey, Sarah. Are you busy right now?
Well, I'm a little busy, but I have a little bit of time now. Are you free?
What are you talking about? Me? Free? Of course I'm busy too.
How can somebody who is so busy contact me so freely then, huh?
Whether I'm busy or not busy, I always have time to contact you. When have I ever been any different?
Of course, as a girl, I'm not going to complain about that. But you can't just keep neglecting your work.
What do you mean, neglecting my work? I can't help it if you're always on my mind.
Give over, would you? You're going to make me be sick.
Why should I stop? My Sarah, whose eyes are brighter than the stars in the sky, who's more beautiful than even the prettiest flower.
Wow. Are you being serious? If you carry on like that, I'm definitely going to cancel all and any plans of marrying you.
No, you can't do that. Okay, I got it. I'll quit it. I promise.
Too late. For your information, if you ever decide to propose to me like that, I don't think I could ever agree to marry you. That was really so cringy, honestly.
Really? I searched all over the internet for the best marriage proposals. Did you really not enjoy it? I thought it was quite romantic.
Yes, really. I'm actually shocked at how much it sucked.
Okay, I got it. Well, in that case, this time I'll put the ring in a cake and I'll give it another try.
Don't do that. Please. You really don't have to do that. I'll marry you, okay? I said I'll do it, so there's really no need to propose now, okay? Please don't do it again.
Wow, your words are like knives. I don't think I'd live if you really rejected me like that.
Oh, come on. The world would be a bad place if women agreed to marry men who try and propose to them in such a shabby way.
Now you're just picking on me, aren't you?
Yes, that's right. But actually, I have to get going now.
Oh, really? Can't you just wait a little longer?
Why? What's wrong?
We'll have to discuss things like the venue and all that stuff. But before then, my parents have asked if maybe they could see you one more time.
Oh, really? Even so, I did promise your mom I'd come and see her again next time, so... I wanted to go and visit a lot sooner, but you said we couldn't, so I ended up looking like I lied to your mom. I felt so bad about it. You can't just make a promise and not fulfill it. So when should we go?
Well, I think it'd be best if we ask my parents what time works best for them first. But are you sure it's really okay? More so than last time, they're likely going to ask lots of questions about this and that.
Yeah, of course it's okay. Please tell them they can ask to see me anytime. It's really no problem. I can rearrange my schedule, so it's fine.
But Sarah, I'm being serious. My parents could ask something a bit too forward or out of line. Normal people would just be content asking regular questions, but...
George, stop worrying, will you? From what I could see last time, your parents both seem like really good people. So what is there to possibly worry about?
You think so? Then I guess I'm just worrying for no reason again. In that case, I'll see you on the weekend. Hey, Mom. It's me. We're here.
George? Oh my, come on in. Hey there. It's lovely to see you both again. How have you been? I'm terribly sorry I couldn't come over to see you sooner.
Yes, well, we were waiting for you to come, but we didn't hear anything back from you, so we just assumed you were busy. But anyway, I hope you're doing well.
Yes, of course. I'm always fine.
Well, don't just stand there. Come and have a seat, will you? Go and fetch some fruit or snacks or something.
Hey, George, why don't you have a seat with your father for a second? I'm going to go give your mom a hand. Where do you keep the fruit? I'll come and help you.
Oh, really? Aren't you just amazing? Thank you so much, my dear.
Oh, no, really, it's nothing. Would you like me to cut them for you too?
That would be lovely. Here you are. Just please be careful not to cut your hands.
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful.
And why are you forcing our guest to prepare the fruit for herself? That's something you should be doing, not her.
What do you mean by guest? This is our soon-to-be daughter-in-law, so we should address her that way. Isn't that right, Sarah?
Well, yes, I guess you're right. Actually, we're planning on starting the wedding preparations soon, so we'll have to decide on a date, too.
Why, of course. That's something that simply must be done. I knew you'd come around. You see, I wasn't asking all those questions just for no reason now, was I? Now the time is finally here.
Yes, you're very right about that.
From now on, you're going to become part of our family, so I can't be left with things I don't know about you, now can I? In that case, I need to know what kind of person you might be, as well as what kind of background and environment you were brought up in. I think that would be a good start.
Dad, what on earth are you going on about? Come now, George. You really should hear your father out. What he means to say is, before thinking about setting the date or any big wedding preparations, we still don't really know a whole lot about our lovely Sarah here. Don't you think it's best if we get to know her a little better first? Of course, she's oh so very kind and very lovely to look at. But frankly, we don't know anything more than that. I'm pretty sure that's all you really need to know.
Listen to yourself, son. It's only right we get to see what kind of class your new wife-to-be is from.
Oh, class?
I guess when you put it that way, it can seem a little bit daunting. But even so, what he means is that if you're planning on marrying our son, then at some point along the line, you'll more than likely have a child, no? Well, to that degree, I think knowing what kind of family and educational background you come from is rather important. Wouldn't you agree? Our George has been a real bright spark ever since he was a child, and even graduated from Harvard University, you know. Don't get us wrong. We're not trying to fault you at all. We know that you have a wonderful personality and a very good career, but honestly, we don't know a whole lot about you besides that.
Oh, no, it's quite all right. I completely understand what both of you are trying to say.
You do? Oh, yes. Then please don't worry and just trust us.
Good. Then let's start. I hear you and George are around the same age. So what kind of work are you doing right now?
I'm actually currently in the tech business.
So, like, you work for Google or something? One of the FAANG companies?
Actually, I'm not working for any of them.
The tech industry is certainly unstable at the moment. Not the best field to be in, if you ask me. But at least you must have graduated from a top university, right?
Why are you asking that? Why do you possibly need to know these things?
Oh, just be quiet, you. Go stand over there or something.
Why does it matter where she graduated? Why is that of any importance to you? George, regardless of how unimportant you think it is, you really must remember you did graduate from Harvard now, didn't you? To that degree, it's no doubt that your genes are of the highest quality. Whether it comes from me or your father, either way, when the time comes for you to have a child, they too will be just as smart now, won't they? But even so, this is all a little bit too much.
Why don't we let Sarah answer that? So, Sarah, what do you say? Where did you graduate from? It's not that much of a difficult question, is it?
No, it's not that it's difficult. It's just, well, actually, I didn't graduate from college.
What did you just say? Did I hear that right?
You didn't graduate college. Well then, what about your local college? You must have went there, right? If not, surely you graduated from some kind of education.
Yes, of course. After graduating from high school, I decided to head straight into society and got myself a job right away.
My word. George! Were you aware of any of this?
Yes, he was. Although it didn't make a difference to him since I have a job at the moment.
My word. I'm rather speechless if I'm being quite honest. I'm not quite sure what to say.
I have to say, this was quite a brazen move. To come all this way and have not even graduated from college. And to not even think about wanting to listen to any of my questions as well. Don't think you can look at me so disappointedly after all of this now.
Come on, Dad. Don't you think you're being out of line? This is a little harsh. Not going to high school is a huge deal in today's society. Did you really neglect your studies that much when you were a student?
What's the point of looking so pretty if you don't have the education to back it up? Is it because you weren't faithful to your studies when you were younger that you had to set up a measly clothing business? If you were still young, I'd tell you to go and get yourself graduated from college now, but as an adult, what could you possibly even study?
Pardon me for asking, but by any chance, perhaps, is your family situation quite poor?
Actually, if I'm being honest, my family weren't the most well-off of families.
I see. So was it because of financial problems and the tuition fees that you never managed to go to college? But as of now, you have your own business, so surely money isn't still an issue now, is it? No, that can't be. If you were from a poor family, it wouldn't be possible for you to have a business at the age you are now.
No, to that degree, my home life wasn't as difficult as that.
Well then, please do explain yourself. You failed to complete any of your studies as a student, didn't you? If it's not a problem of tuition fees, then what is it? Perhaps it wasn't that. Perhaps you simply just don't have the effort to dedicate yourself to something. It seems like you really weren't bothered about your studies whatsoever.
Oh dear. Based on what I've just heard. No, surely that can't be so.
If you're asking me whether I was a badly behaved student at school, that simply just isn't the case. As I do now, I tried my hardest throughout my time in education.
You can't just say something like that and expect us to believe you. Show us some proof and you might change our minds. Or rather, you've probably never even imagined you'd be in a situation such as this, so you have no idea what to say. Whatever the case, I too have nothing else left to say. It might be best for you to think about leaving now.
Excuse me? Dad, in what world is it okay to just invite someone over and then drop them all of a sudden like that? Mom, Dad, I think the pair of you need to have a think about what it is you guys have just said. And why is that? Me and your father are on the exact same page, so it seems. Can you really not tell the difference between right or wrong? Don't tell me you're not thinking the same we are. I didn't try so hard to care for you and have you study so diligently to send you off to get married in a way like this. You graduated from Harvard, and yet still you can't think for yourself properly. And what possible relevance does my college have to do with any of this? You both already said that you really like Sarah anyway, so what's the problem? Yes, well, that was before we found out she only has a mere high school certificate. Before she told us she's never stepped foot on a college campus before. How could anyone with such a measly education possibly be a good fit for our family? Do you really think that she's a suitable fit for you too?
Look, I've heard enough. Leave now. Go on. Go.
Ma'am, sir, I understand what you have both said completely. However, despite me letting you know the fact that I never graduated college, I do hope that you don't think that it was because I wasn't a good, hardworking student. In fact, I did a lot of self-studying in my free time instead of going to college. It was simply because my goal was never to go to college in the first place.
Say what now? Did I hear you correctly? Perhaps I was wrong. You're not the kind of person who has been taught well after all. If your goal as a student wasn't to enter a good college, then what exactly was it? That sounds just like what someone who could never go to college would say. Always the same excuses. Just like the one you're giving now. Come on, Sarah, let's go. Mom, Dad, give it a rest, would you? I hope you know just what kind of impact words like yours can have. I hope you're happy. We'll talk about this later.
Listen to this idiot boy. Are there really no other girls out there for you? Do you really have to follow this uneducated one around?
Now, George, you make sure you come back and see me, you hear? Oh dear. My head is spinning like crazy. Perhaps I better lay down.
In that case, I suppose I better get going. Thank you for having me over again. Goodbye.
Pfft. I can't believe this. Hey, how are you feeling? Are you okay?
No, of course I'm not okay.
My parents always tend to put an emphasis on someone's education and background. They think it's so important, so...
Don't get me wrong, I don't think it's a bad thing to think someone's education is very important. But I was just quite surprised. I didn't realize it would mean that much to them.
Then, shall I surprise you with something a little different? How about I treat you to a nice meal and a shopping trip today? You can pick out anything you want.
Oh, you'd really do that for me? But even so, what if your parents go against our marriage plans? What if they don't allow us to go ahead with it?
Let me take care of that. Don't go worrying about my parents. I'll sort that out, okay?
I know, but I wanted to try and arrange the same wedding preparations and the date with your parents yesterday. But I couldn't even get a single word in.
I told you not to worry, didn't I? I'll sort all of that out with my mom and dad. Don't you worry. Just let me take care of it.
Are you sure? Will it really be okay?
Come on. I'm their only son. The apple of their eye. Their one and only child. It'll be fine. No matter what they try and say, my word is always final. So if I say we're getting married, then we're getting married. They'll come around.
But are you sure that will really be enough? I'm just kind of worried is all.
It will all be okay. You just have to trust me. Now please, stop worrying, would you? For now, I have to see to my parents for a while, but if you could, talk to your parents for me, and next month we'll come over to meet them, okay? How does that sound?
Wow, you seem so sure. Can you really do it? Would it not be a good idea if I just come over once more to see them?
If you just leave it with me, nothing can go wrong. I'll see to it that it gets done.
What's with all this overflowing confidence all of a sudden? Okay, I believe you. So if I leave it all to you, you'll make sure to speak to your parents, right? But just once more. It really will be okay, right? Gosh, what's wrong with me? Why am I being like this?
Come on, Sarah. Do you really not have any trust in me? Anyway, about today's date.
You're so silly, you know that? Sounds great. So you said you'd buy me anything, huh? Suppose I want to eat at that new 5-star restaurant in town. Would you really take me there?
Of course. I am a man of my word. We can do whatever you want.
Hello there. Nice to meet you. I'm Sarah's mother. It's so nice to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine. Yes, it seems that Sarah really likes George, doesn't she? And then you must be Sarah's father. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. My name is Harold. It's a pleasure to meet you. I look forward to our families becoming a lot closer from now on.
Getting closer. Already? Well now, the two of them haven't even got married just yet. It's a little early to be saying such things, isn't it?
Yes. The name's Jerry.
Okay, well then let's not do it like this, huh? Please, go ahead and eat and we can introduce ourselves a little bit better. It was actually really quite difficult to get a reservation here. I heard lots of rumors that this restaurant truly only serves the most delicious food.
That's right. However, we weren't sure what kind of food everyone would like, so we decided to order the full course option for us all. So please, go ahead and try a little bit of everything.
Oh, is that so? I'm afraid I can't say I've ever been to a restaurant like this. Just try a little bit of this and that. How unrefined. However, I guess not everyone has learned that there are more suitable ways to dine with one another.
Mom, what is wrong with you?
What? I'm just saying. My, is your mother not allowed to say anything anymore?
No, it's fine. I heard from George that you really like oysters, so I thought I'd order some extra for you to take home with you. Please make sure to take them before you go. They're in season right now, so I think they'll be extra delicious.
See? I told you. How nice is that of Sarah to consider you like that? Doesn't seem very unrefined to me.
George, give it a rest, will you?
Oh my, you pair really do look so good together. I was truly unaware of how well you both got along with each other. Your son seems like such a lovely man. So kind and tender. I'm sure he'll make our Sarah a very happy wife. Is that so? Well, it's not just his tenderness that we pride him on. Ever since he was a child, he's had a very caring and intelligent personality. He always had a lot of friends around him whilst also always studying his hardest at school. He was popular in many ways like that. Your son is clearly very precious to you both. It must be a shame to be sending him off to get married. Yes, it really is a shame. More than you know.
Excuse me?
Sorry, did you misunderstand me? I said it really is a shame. Especially when his wife is going to be your daughter.
Mom! Will you give it a rest? Sorry, my mom just has a really dry sense of humor. It seems like you must really love your son. Well, a mother's love knows no bounds.
We're here to discuss George and Sarah's marriage, so let's not waste any more time. We really should start discussing the reality of this issue.
Yes, I agree. I heard that the date of the special day has already been decided. Is that right? Yes, our George seems to have already planted the seeds that will determine his fate. The date decided is bound to be a muddy one, but still, we told George it would be fine. I see. Well, it's no surprise that he picked well and has it organized. But I must say, there's not a lot of time to prepare on the day, so I'm worried about everything going okay. That's right. There's a lot we must prepare. I assume you've thought about things such as their house and furniture and these kind of things.
Regardless, after they get married, they won't be living with their parents, so surely they'll be searching for a home straight away, I imagine.
Yes, that's true. Well, as of right now, Sarah is living on her own, so I imagine continuing on in that way will be fine. I'm sorry. Excuse me, but what are you talking about? Well, you see, there's not an awful lot of time left until the day of the wedding, and the house Sarah is living in now is already equipped with all the furnishings they might need. No! That simply cannot happen! Are you insinuating that our George just becomes a part of your family without getting any kind of wedding gift? No, that's really not what I'm trying to say. No, it's fine. It seems it's already been decided. Since my George has requested so earnestly to get married, I'll try to hold my tongue for now, but I'm absolutely speechless. Never in my life have I experienced something quite like this. Sarah hasn't even stepped foot into a college before, and now they're going to get married. My word.
It seems nobody here understands the importance of education now, do they?
Well, come now. Despite all that, Sarah has so much life experience having started work so early as she has. But I'm afraid I'm struggling to see what the relevance of all of this is.
Are you really so ignorant as to not know? How can there not be any relevance to this? It looks to me that Sarah's upbringing has made her turn out this way. What exactly have you been teaching her as her parents?
Come again. Did I hear that correctly?
Well, is it not true that she didn't fulfill her duties as a student? Did she just go out every night? She didn't even go to college. Carrying with her just the bare minimum of a high school education. Even now, as you entertain the idea of them living alone whilst being married is absolutely ridiculous. It appears that even the most basic level of refinement is far too complicated to comprehend for people like you.
Are you really willing to talk to us like that? For people like us? What exactly do you mean by people like us? And how dare you even think that you have the right to talk about our child like that?
Perhaps she didn't abandon her studies, but I'm sure you two can admit that her education is merely that of a high school student.
And what do you mean by merely? I'm not quite sure what you're trying to get at.
Well, what I'm saying is, she must have messed around far too much and not concentrated at school. Clearly, she didn't get the grade she needed to get into college. From what I heard, it wasn't anything to do with difficult family circumstances at home, or getting into college being too hard. It wasn't even because of the high tuition fees that stopped her from getting in. But of course, no matter how hard you might try in school, if you go out partying all the time, how can you possibly expect to get into a decent college?
Have you finally said all that you want to say? Or perhaps is there more you want to add? I don't believe this. The nerve the pair of you must have, talking about my daughter like that. So what is it? Are you saying they should not get married?
We're not saying any of this out of anger, don't get us wrong. But the two of them are just so different. It's so very easy to distinguish them from one another. They're completely different in every way. Our George not only graduated from Harvard University, but he's found himself a more than decent job at a well-respected company. And above all, he'd make the perfect groom for any woman. But in comparison to our boy, Sarah is just, well, how can I put it? She's nothing more than a lower-class high schooler, is she not?
Lower class. Did you just call my daughter lower class?
Please, everyone, let's just stop. Sarah even said so herself. She just studied on her own and she's working in an unstable industry. From then right up until now, realistically, how much money could she have possibly earned doing that kind of thing? Of course, of those who have actually attended and graduated college, their annual salary and position in society ranges from person to person. However, our George graduated from Harvard, the best of all colleges in the country, might I add, and passed with flying colors. It's for that reason that he's on the path that he is now. If we put them side by side, poor Sarah didn't even attend any college and is now simply just living day by day. Is that not true?
Perhaps she is using those looks of hers for an ulterior motive. Is she trying to get our son to marry just because of her appearance? Is that what's going on here? Those kind of girls are always the same. However, it seems that George is still determined to get married for whatever reason. It seems that even if we were to decline 100, if not 1,000 times, we would not be able to change his mind.
I would please appreciate it if you would stop now. George, is this really the result you had me waiting so desperately for? I trusted you. I really did.
Sarah, it's not like that.
My mom and dad, they're not bad people. They shouldn't have to sit here and listen to this. Sir, ma'am, I understand that this is bad manners, but I feel it would be best if I leave now. Mom, Dad, let's go, shall we?
It seems now your true intentions have finally come out now that you've gotten all embarrassed. It's only natural you want to run away now.
You're very much correct. I am embarrassed. I wasn't aware that you held this kind of view, and to voice it in front of my parents like that. Of course I'm embarrassed. I'm also embarrassed that I could even trust George to ensure nothing like this would happen. Then how about opening your eyes and saying something? You knew this would happen, surely. It's almost as if everything you've done up until now and the way you've acted has all been nothing more than a fabrication. Seeing that you finally put your 2 cents into the conversation, perhaps you're not utterly helpless after all. And to think I thought you were such a lovely girl. That clearly isn't the case anymore, is it? Of course, all this talk of the importance of education must certainly all feel quite new to you.
Well, I think we're all in agreement in that we completely understand how you truly think about our Sarah. Seeing as there doesn't seem to be any need to talk any longer, I think we should see ourselves out. Let's pretend this marriage was never going to happen. I'm sure they can both find someone else. Perhaps someone a lot more fitting. Come on, Sarah, let's go. There's no point wasting our time any longer.
Right. Mom, Dad, I'm so sorry about this. But please go on ahead first. I'll be right out in a second.
Sarah, are you really just going to leave? If you leave now, how on earth can we carry on?
Just drop it, George. I'll contact you later, okay? But for now, I need to go. As for the meal, please finish eating before you leave. I'll settle the bill before I go. Fine, but there's no point trying to save your pride with words now. There's no need for me to understand the reason why. Don't go apologizing and just leave. No matter how much loose change you try and give to George,
it's probably still only worth as much as you'd use in one day, no?
You've held your tongue this entire time and not said a word, so there's no use trying to be so attentive now. I have encountered someone so uneducated in how to act around people, let alone somebody's parents. As for the bill, just leave it to us. Why are you trying to make such a fuss all of a sudden? Don't try to pretend like you could pay it anyway.
Sarah, wait. I'll settle the bill here. And I wanted to give you this a little later on, but please, can you give this money to your parents? I prepared it for them earlier. What are you talking about? Are you crazy? What kind of money? You should save that for a girl actually worth meeting. I can't believe it. Are you really acting like this already? To think you've been giving money to her parents this whole time. Well, that explains why you've been acting so out of character lately. Mom, what do you mean? It's nothing like that at all. Today was supposed to be the day we set up our wedding preparations, and they had to come a long way to be here. It's the least I can do for what they've been through today. Hey! You! Don't even think about accepting that money. Where did you hear that our son gives out credit?
I was never even thinking about accepting it. I have never once accepted it. I haven't even ever asked for it. George, do you really hate me that much? Please, I'm begging you not to do this.
Then at least let me see you out.
No, George. It's done. Goodbye.
How can someone be so full of spite? Well, at least we found that out now rather than later.
That was exactly what I was trying to say. You'd never see me just walk out like that, that's for sure. Where on this earth will she possibly be able to find a man even just a little similar to our George? Whatever the case, if things were to go ahead, it would be so exhausting, wouldn't it? Is it really that bad of a crime to have such an amazing son?
Now listen here, son. You also have to completely cut her out too. If you keep getting close, she'll just keep clinging to you even more.
Why don't the pair of you just please move on? What is this mess? What on earth am I going to do with Sarah? You're still thinking about getting married to her, aren't you? You think this is all just a little misunderstanding that'll soon pass? Come on now. You saw it too, didn't you? There's absolutely no chance of that happening now. You don't know that. Anything can happen, right? I want to marry Sarah and only Sarah. I want to marry her. You hear me? What are you rambling on about? You still haven't come to your senses after what's happened, it seems. Out of all the things me and your father have said, please tell me at least one of them that was wrong or out of line. You have to do better, George. Whatever. I am going to marry Sarah, and that's final. You got that? Sarah? Babe? Sarah, come on. Are you there? Sarah, please, I'm begging you. Just reply to me, won't you? You said you'd reach out to me, but you haven't. I'm so sorry about my parents. They had no right acting like that and saying those kind of things. Please give my apologies to your mom and dad, too. They didn't deserve to go through that. I promise to do better from now on, really. Just please say something.
How can I apologize to them for you? How on earth do you plan on doing better?
What? Come on now, Sarah.
Honestly, I'm so angry, George. I'm so disappointed in you. You know that?
I'm sorry.
You told me that if I just trusted you, that if I just let you take care of things, everything would be fine. But because of me, because I trusted you, my parents had to listen to all of that nonsense. Do you know how embarrassing that was for me?
I promise once we're married, I'll do better, Sarah. I mean it.
Married? Married? Are you really still going on about getting married?
Of course I am. How can I not? My love for you hasn't changed. You know, I really couldn't care less if you graduated from college or not. It doesn't matter to me at all. Rather, it's just quite a relief that I've managed to find myself in a good job. Thankfully, I can earn a lot of money, so you won't have to worry about it all. I'll earn enough so that we can both live comfortably.
George.
I'm serious. Everything will be okay, I promise. I can do it, honestly. Just let me prove it to you. So please, Sarah, could you come with me again? Just one more time, that's it. To come and meet my parents again. I really want to marry you, Sarah. You and only you.
It'll all be okay, you say? Look what happened the last time I listened to you when you said that.
I mean it. I know that happened then, but the past is just the past, right? The only thing I care about is marrying you. So you two don't have to worry about anything either. Not things like college or education or anything.
Okay. Fine, let's do it. But just one more time. That is all. This is the last time I'm willing to meet your parents.
Really? You will? You really mean it? Oh, thank you so much, Sarah. I'm so glad. I won't let you down. So, when will be best for you?
There's a few things I need to organize and prepare first, so I'll see you next week. I'll go straight there, so don't wait up for me.
Okay, I got it. I promise things will go well this time. We've got this.
Don't get too ahead of yourself. That's something we'll have to go there and find out. I'll see you there next week. Hello again. It's been a while since we last met, hasn't it?
Indeed it has.
It would seem that way, yes.
Sarah, you're here. I'm so glad you could make it. I hope it wasn't too much trouble getting here.
Oh Lord, where did I go wrong with this boy? Yeah, it was no problem. So you finally come to see us, have you? Were you really so busy that day that you had to leave so soon?
And so, did you finally decide? Are you finally getting married or not?
And what do you suppose I do? Just not get married? I told you we're getting married whether you like it or not. Right, Sarah?
That's what we decided. Would you look at that? When did you learn to speak up for yourself? If you really wanted to get married, how could you possibly hesitate over saying so? I suppose she does have somewhat of a conscience after all.
Now, Mom. Come on. You said you weren't going to be like this today, didn't you?
I'm sorry, but I can't hold it in, can I? What do you expect me to do? You're my son! How can I possibly watch over this marriage with ease?
She's right. We originally decided to decline any future marriage arrangements. But we were told to see what kind of standard you are for our son here.
Standard? You keep talking about how I'm not good enough for your son, but I really don't understand why. Yes, well, regardless of what I think, your personality may not be up to our standards. Our George seems to like you so much and is so determined to marry you, I guess we're left with no choice. To think I've become a parent that can't even reason with her own child. Am I really that poor of a mother?
Don't be like that, Mom. And besides, you've said countless times now that you'd give us your blessing to get married, so what's the problem?
From looking at your level of education and the kind of job you're currently working, there certainly are some insufficient points to you. And since I can't refrain myself from asking, if you want to get married, I guess I just have to come out with it. You need to show us proof of why you are a good fit for our son. I always say it, but people must always back themselves up with facts. It is simply not enough to just prove something with words.
He's right. Listening to what George's father has just said, if you two really are to get married, then you must find yourselves a brand new apartment to live in and throw away any remaining ideas of living alone. Surely that isn't too much to ask now. Something to that degree is achievable, I know.
What? Mom? Don't you know how expensive apartments are these days? Even with the wages I earn, even I still wouldn't be able to afford that.
Well, that's because she's still a beginner at life now, isn't she? Well then, how many years are you willing to let pass by? You can see how this looks rather funny, can't you? Our George has done so well so far. Graduating from Harvard and getting himself into a decent company.
But Mom, even so, that's still asking for a lot, don't you think?
Your mother is right. There aren't many men like you out there, George. And for that reason, we thought very carefully and think that only an apartment with at least 4 bedrooms would suffice. Whilst somewhere in the middle of New York might be asking too much, finding a place somewhere in the suburbs or at the very least in the outskirts of town is a must. And of course, it must be fitted with only the highest quality top-brand furniture and appliances.
That's a given in any home my son has to live in. On top of that, you must really think carefully about the interior, too. After all that is sorted, once you're married, all of our relatives will surely need to come and visit. So please,
For the sake of our George's pride and reputation, please do not mess this up. Think carefully about what you want in this apartment and how it will reflect on him.
I'm aware that you're already living in a place of your own at the moment, but while you're married to our son, under no circumstances can you stay in such poor conditions such as that. I don't think there's any newlywed couple out there who could start a family in that kind of home.
Yes, I agree completely. Surely you can both agree that it's not too unreasonable to ask this of you. You know that a home isn't just somewhere you just merely eat and sleep, right? If you were to have a child, depending on what kind of home you two decide to live in, it can have an effect on the baby, you know.
Yes, that's very true.
Oh, and I imagine you'll be giving up your little tech job in order to fully support our son.
Oh? Do I have to quit my job as well?
Why, of course! Our George simply can't boast to his friends and coworkers about having a wife who types in numbers into a computer all day or whatever it is you do. Oh, I'm too embarrassed to even imagine such a thing. Why should he share his riches and honor with you? Just for you to continue working that kind of job even after you're married? Besides, I can't see that you earn a sufficient living selling clothes like you do. Our George earns bonuses each and every month on top of what he gets paid, so there's really no need for you to work. Given what I've just said, you must realize how truly lucky you are.
Bonuses on top of his monthly salary, you say? I see.
Exactly! So don't you ever even dare entertain the thought of neglecting or mistreating our George, you hear me? You'll do your best to treat him in the way he deserves. All I'm asking from you is make sure he's fed well, and that while together you support him non-stop without any kind of burden or complaint towards him. It's only one thing to see to it that it gets done.
And if in the unlikely event you pair have a child, there's no need for you to worry about their education.
Oh yes, that's right. That really is the most important thing. Thank you for reminding me, sweetheart. Don't ever think about raising any child in the same way you were brought up. When the time comes, you'll send them straight to me. Looks like we are going to have to raise a child again when we're old and gray. All because we couldn't get our son married off in a more appropriate way.
That may be so, but our son managed to graduate from the country's most prestigious colleges, didn't he? So at least you got one thing right.
In that case, is there anything else you would like to say?
In what world could there be nothing else more to say? I have too many things I need to say to you, but looking at the expression on George's face, I think he's just about had enough.
Yes, it does seem that way, doesn't it? So then, in order for me to be able to marry George, the things I need to do are buy an upscale apartment in or around New York, fit it out with only the best top-tier brands and appliances. Then I have to quit working at my job. And finally, in the case I have a child, then I should leave them with the pair of you. I think that's everything, right? Oh, and I must take care of the house cleaning and make sure that George gets fed and looked after. Right?
Yes, and nothing less than that. It seems you're good at remembering things at least. If only you'd have tried a little bit harder, perhaps you too could have graduated college and made something of yourself.
Take this as a life lesson. I only hope that this enlightens you as to what kind of things you have to do to live in a proper way.
I agree. We've been too good to you both if you really think about it. You've had the chance to meet parents like us who have ever so kindly given our blessing for you to carry on with your marriage plans. We even managed to teach you a thing or two. Aren't you just overflowing with luck today?
Oh, so you'll really give us your permission? You're really going to allow us to get married?
What else can I possibly do? Only a mother can give her blessing, can't she?
Oh, Mom. Thank you so much. Really. Sarah, did you hear that? Now we can actually get married. It all worked out fine.
It seems like you're really happy about this, huh, George?
Well, of course I'm happy, aren't you? My parents finally gave us permission to get married. This is exactly what we wanted.
Is that so? But if you're really going to go along with this under those conditions, why should I have to get married?
Wait, what? What do you mean?
You heard me right. Plus, after hearing all of these terms, do you really think my parents will agree to any of it? Are you not even going to consider getting my parents' consent?
What did you just say? I can't believe this girl. What on earth could your parents possibly have a problem with that they'd feel the need to refuse? After all, it's the least they could do for us.
Do you really think that way?
Sarah, come on now. I'll be good to your parents too, you know that. And surely after seeing us living so happily and well together, they'll feel a lot better about everything, right?
Hey, listen here, King George. You're unbelievable, you know that? Before we get married, you have to get permission from your parents. But are you saying you really think it is okay to just ignore my parents altogether and go ahead with things? And then try and make it up to them later? And what on earth do you think you can do so well that will make up for any of that?
Sarah, my parents are right here, so please watch what you're saying.
Why should I? I have absolutely no intention to get married to you, so why should I be careful in front of your parents?
What? What did you just say right now?
You there, lady! I was too worried before that I'd say something wrong in front of George's precious parents here. Without a word, I listened to everything you had to say. But now if I hold my tongue any longer, I think I'll live to regret it. So I decided to prepare a few things. Would you like to take a look at what I have brought with me?
What could you possibly have to show me?
My business license. Here, go ahead and take a look. I think you should recognize the name that's written on it.
Yeah, right. It says you're the owner and founder of KG Technologies. Do you think I'm stupid? KG Technologies is one of our biggest clients at work. They're our most profitable account, and I know who's in charge over there. It's not you.
Oh, you mean Akash? Yeah, he's our managing director. I asked him about you, but we are going to get to that later. For now, let's establish the facts first. I know he's your main point of contact and people confuse him with being the owner all the time, so I get it. But I'm the owner and founder, not him. Why don't you give him a call if you're really not sure?
Yeah, I will. I definitely won't pass up a chance to call you out on your lies. It seems there may have been a misunderstanding.
What did he say?
Yeah, what did he say? Judging by your reaction, it probably wasn't what you wanted to hear.
Sarah is telling the truth. She really is who she says she is.
And you said they're your biggest client. Don't you think it's a bit strange you didn't even know who the top of the company was?
But I don't understand. How could you possibly be the person to start that company? It's one of the most successful companies at the moment around here.
You didn't even go to college. How can a high school graduate be so successful?
A college degree isn't everything. I started by teaching myself programming in my free time. I absolutely fell in love with it and I got good at it enough to start a little software company. That little software company turned into a multi-million-dollar company. If I would have gone to college, I probably would have just gotten a random job that I hated.
Well, why didn't you tell us this sooner? If we had known you were so successful, we would have treated you differently. That's exactly why we didn't tell you. You are so obsessed with education and career that you are totally blind to seeing people for who they are. Every time I've brought someone over to you, that's always been the point you nitpick about the most and what eventually causes the relationship to fail. This time with Sarah was no different. You just couldn't get over the fact she didn't go to college. So you tricked us. How could you? Don't you dare spin this around on me like I'm the bad guy here. You and Dad are the ones that focus too much on pointless things. It's not like I'm bringing home criminals or drug dealers to introduce you to. We were just looking out for you. We want to make sure you're marrying the best woman possible. But your standards are ridiculous. You'd find something wrong with my partner no matter what. Thank you for showing your true colors one last time, though. This is exactly how I thought things would play out. To be honest, even if we did tell you from the beginning Sarah was the founder of a huge company, you probably still would have found some stupid, insignificant reason to hate her. Sarah, keep going. Is there anything else you have to say to my parents?
Yes, there is actually. Jerry, starting on Monday, we're going to review our partnership with your company. And before you say this has anything to do with how you treated me, yes, it kind of does. But mostly because we haven't been satisfied with the services you've provided us recently. We've already started looking into some of the invoices you've charged us for, which in good faith we didn't dive deep into at the time. However, our compliance team has reviewed the service contract we signed originally, and based on those terms, it looks like you've been overcharging us for the services you provide. We'll be sitting down with the head of your company on Monday to go over these invoices and most likely end our partnership entirely.
What? But you don't understand how big of a client you are for us. We've been in business for years together.
You say that, but you didn't even know I was the founder of the company, and you've been negligently charging us more than you should. I'd rather not say any more at this time. We'll speak on Monday.
Fine. I see.
Actually, this is just perfect timing. I reached out to our finance and accounting department to send over some of the invoices in question. And would you look at that? Your name is on all of them. So is it safe to assume that you've been the one who has been creating all of them?
Yes. It's been me.
Very interesting. That will definitely be a point of discussion on Monday. And now for you, Caroline. I have some gifts for you. But before I give them to you, would you mind telling everyone where you were last Monday night? I don't remember. I probably went out somewhere with friends. Why do you care? Are you sure? Is that your final answer? Yes! What's your problem? Is this some sort of a game? If it is, you're about to lose. Can you tell me who this is you've got your arms around and kissing? It sure doesn't look like your husband. Where did you get this? That's not me! What are you trying to accuse me of? I'm not accusing. Accusing would mean there's a chance it's not true. That's here. Here it is from another angle. That's clearly you. What excuses do you have now? That guy was actually just choking on something in the restaurant I was in. Luckily, I know CPR and I saved his life. Feel stupid. You were trying to make me look like a bad guy when really I helped someone out. Oh, is that right? I guess the same guy loves to joke on food because I have more pictures of you all over the city giving him CPR. So I'm guessing he choked at the aquarium and the art museum too. Pretty strange if you ask me.
Are you kidding me? You're cheating on me!
Actually, it's not what it looks like. Those are all fake pictures. I know you probably photoshopped them to make it look like I was cheating. That's just the kind of person you are. I'll let you two settle that on your own. I have mountains of pictures if you'd like to see them, though. In any case, this is all just to arrive at the point of George and I cutting you off completely from our lives. We've talked about everything, and even came close to ending our relationship entirely. But in the end, we both realized we value our relationship too much to let you get in the way of it. From now on, we're cutting all contact with you. Don't try and come near us. Don't try and call us. Just forget we ever existed. I think you both will have your hands full, though, with your own personal issues. You're cutting us off. George, is this true? After everything we've done for you, this is how you treat us? You're ungrateful.
Everything you've done for me? And what is that exactly? Because from my point of view, all you've done is ruin my relationships and make my life more difficult than it should be.
Son, we were just looking out for your best interests. We only want the best for you.
I'm not a little kid. I'm a grown man and I can think and decide for myself. I don't need you to be making all of my decisions for me, especially when it comes to who I want to be with. I wish I didn't have to do this, but honestly, it's for the better. If I don't do this now, you'll just keep nitpicking and driving away all the women I bring to meet you.
Not only that, I just can't possibly go on with the marriage if you'll be around all the time. This isn't the 1800s anymore. We don't need you around for anything. George! Are you going to let her talk to me like that?
Yeah, I am. Plus, I've lost all respect for you for having an affair. Add that on top of the list of reasons why I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Anyway, let's end the conversation here. We have our minds made up and it sounds like you two have a lot you need to talk about. I'll leave you to it.
You're making a huge mistake, George. You're going to regret this.
I don't think so. By the way, good luck finding a new job. Let me know if you need help brushing up your resume.
Don't do this! Sorry, we've already spent too much time talking to you two. Goodbye forever. Sarah, it's been a while since we spoke. I wanted to see how you were doing. I haven't heard from George in months, and I was curious how he's doing, too. Normally I'd block your text, but luckily I'm in a good mood today and I'll give you some of my time.
Thank you. I saw your company on the news and I wanted to say how impressed I was.
Oh, you saw that we got bought out by Google? Yeah, that was amazing. After that buyout, George and I will never need to work again. Not that we really needed to with my salary, but that confirms it. Also, I moved my parents into a brand new house. What a shame for you, huh? If only you were a bit more respectful to me, you could have been living anywhere you wanted. Pretty good for someone who never went to college, huh? I bet you feel pretty stupid for saying all that bad stuff about me now.
Yes, I do feel a bit sad for all of the things I said to you. But it's just that usually people without a college degree are stupid and a burden on society. I had no idea that someone like you could overcome a lack of education and become so successful.
Sounds like you still have that idiotic view about people who never went to or finished college, so I'm going to educate you right now. Bill Gates dropped out of college. Steve Jobs dropped out of college after 1 semester. Richard Branson never went to college. These are literally billionaires who don't have a college degree. On the other hand, you have a college degree and you're an unsuccessful divorcee. So what does that say about prejudiced view of a college education? It's absolutely ridiculous to look down on people without a formal college education. In fact, it's that exact view that's led you to the meaningless, pathetic life that you're leading right now. But sure, go ahead and keep on thinking that.
I'm sorry. I don't know any better.
Well, now you do, so you better never say anything about it ever again. By the way, how did everything turn out with you and Jerry? I know you two got divorced, and there's no surprise there, but I'm curious how everything went down.
I tried to deny everything, but eventually he took my phone from me and found everything. I admitted to it, and I thought he'd rethink getting a divorce because I was honest about it, but he still decided to separate with me.
You weren't honest. You got caught and had nowhere else to run. There's a huge difference between being honest and what you did.
He ended up getting the house and half of our savings, and now I'm living alone in a 1-bedroom apartment on the outskirts of town.
That was probably a nice payday for him, considering we dropped his company's service and he got fired immediately.
He switched industries after that, and now he's in the hospitality industry. He is just a receptionist at a front desk, but is trying to move up to management. After that incident with your company, no one wanted to hire him. All the big industries knew about him and didn't want to hire someone who was untrustworthy.
Serves him right. Good thing our company was making so much money it didn't really affect us, but purposely charging us more than he should have was a dirty move.
And what about George? How is he doing?
Oh, we're both doing amazing. We're really enjoying our lives at the moment. Actually, I have something to show you. Take a look.
A wedding invitation. Does this mean you forgive me and want me to come to your wedding?
Zoom into the date.
It's last week! You already had your wedding?
Yep. We actually changed the date from what we originally told you. Of course we didn't invite you. Why would you want to see your precious little son marry someone with just a high school education? Everything was incredible, by the way. All the guests had a wonderful time and it all went very smoothly. Not sure if I could say the same if you and Jerry went. Just wanted to rub it in your face that we had a wonderful wedding despite you two doing everything in your power to try and stop it.
I can't believe I missed my son get married! You are the worst person in the world! If anything, this proves my point that you're a terrible person and not fit to marry my son!
Funny you say that, because it was actually George's idea to have a big wedding like this. I was totally fine to just get married on paper and get on with our lives. Maybe have a super small ceremony or something with a few loved ones, but nothing big. George insisted that we have a huge celebration, though. To him, it was kind of like a party for finally being able to get married after all the failed relationships that you and Jerry ruined. It was a shame you couldn't be there. I really would have loved to see the look on your face.
I can't believe this. My life is completely ruined now.
And who do you have to blame for that? You are the reason for the situation you are in right now. The only person you can blame is yourself. Well, I shouldn't say that, actually. Your dumb husband is equally as responsible for being so disrespectful and unwelcoming.
Please, just give me another chance. I said I was sorry.
You said you were sorry, then immediately said something about people who didn't go to college again. You're not sorry. I don't want you coming anywhere near George or our future child. Future child? You're pregnant? Oh, crap. I didn't mean to let that slip. But yes, I am pregnant. That shouldn't mean anything to you because you're never going to see the kid ever. Just pretend like I didn't say anything. I can't pretend like I didn't hear I'm getting a grandchild. I demand you let me meet them when they're born. Do you really think you're in a position to make demands? Plus, the answer is always going to be a hard no. I can see nothing has changed, so I think I'm done talking to you. Good luck with your life. No! Let me talk to George. Let me see my grandchild. Nah, there's no way either of those things are gonna happen. Goodbye, loser. George's mom wouldn't give up about trying to get in touch with us. After I blocked her, she kept changing her number and reaching out to us on social media to try and talk to us. Obviously, I shut down every attempt. I don't have anything else to say to her, and there's nothing she could say to me to forgive her. Some time has passed and I gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. I'm so happy to have her in my life. And I'm most happy about her never seeing those two grumpy old geezers and their stupid views of the world. I'm planning to support my daughter in any way I can, including if she wants to go to college. Are you finished yet?
Not quite, but I should be done soon.
Are you kidding? Do you know what time it is?
Yeah, I know. But my meeting went a little late and I've got a few things I need to wrap up. I'll be done in like 5 minutes. 10 max.
Kevin, how many times have we talked about this? You have a family. You have responsibilities.
I know. I'm sorry, but I'll be done soon.
You can't keep putting your job ahead of your family all the time. Kelly is going to forget who you even are at this rate.
Please, don't be ridiculous. I'm only going to be a few minutes late and I see Kelly all of the time.
Do you really think this is the time to be making excuses? If you've got time to sit around making excuses, why don't you come home to your family instead?
I know, you're right. I don't have time to argue with you right now. Let me wrap this up real quick and then I'll come home as soon as I can.
Are you freaking kidding me? Answer your phone! Now!
I'm driving right now. I can't talk.
But you can text?
No, I can't really text either. I'm messaging at red lights. Be home soon.
You're really going to wish you paid more attention. I'm warning you!
Hey, I'm almost home. I just pulled into the parking lot by the grocery store. Do you want me to pick anything up? I thought maybe I could grab some donuts or something as apology for being late.
As a matter of fact, I do want you to pick something up.
Okay, great. What is it?
I was trying to tell you before, but you wouldn't give me the time of day.
Sorry. I'm free now, so please tell me what you'd like.
I ordered takeout from the steakhouse near your office. You need to pick it up. That's our dinner.
Wait, what?
I already paid for it by card too, so it's not like we can cancel.
But that's like a half hour away.
Well, I guess you should have picked up your phone, shouldn't you have?
You could have written that in your messages. It's not like I wasn't checking it all. Not that I should have to check my messages while I'm driving.
Don't blame me because you don't pay attention to me. Blame yourself.
And why did you order from the place near my office?
Because I like that place. It's one of my favorite steakhouses.
It's a chain. There's one like 10 minutes away from our house, right next to the supermarket I'm currently parked at.
Well, I ordered from the one near your office. You need to go pick it up.
Oh my god.
Maybe that'll teach you to pay more attention. Now, instead of sitting around parked in a parking lot like a creeper, why don't you pick up your family's dinner?
I'm at the restaurant. They're saying they don't have any record of your order. Are you sure you ordered from here?
Oh, hey. Sorry, Kelly and I were eating.
Oh, well, that's good. Did you see my message about the restaurant?
Yeah, I realized I actually did order from the one near our house. I already picked it up. So that's what we had for dinner.
And you didn't think that was worth mentioning to me? I drove all the way back here.
Well, I know how you feel about getting phone calls while you're driving.
Seriously?
Anyway, Kelly and I ate your portion anyway, so you might as well eat something while you're over there.
You want me to eat here alone? Weren't you the one lecturing me about spending time with the family?
Oh, so now the guy who's never home and always works late wants to talk about spending time with the family? Give me a break.
I only worked an extra 20 minutes.
Whatever. Try not to wake anyone up when you get home. Kelly's got morning practice before school. Morning! What, are you ignoring me?
I'm waiting.
For what?
I thought maybe you'd apologize.
You think I should apologize? For what? Eating your dinner? Grow up. First you work late, then you complain about me calling you when you're driving. Then you complain that I don't call you when you're driving. Make up your mind already! You're way too high maintenance, you know. Again, grow up.
You know, a normal person would apologize for that. Actually, a normal person wouldn't have to apologize because they wouldn't have made me drive all the way back to my office as revenge for working a little late.
Revenge? Please. It's just a normal misunderstanding. You really need to stop overthinking every little thing.
Yeah, whatever.
What, so you're going to pout?
I'm not pouting. And that's not even what I'm upset about.
You are too pouting. Thank God Kelly can't see this. She'd lose all respect for you. Maybe I should show her.
I said that's not even what I'm angry about.
Uh-huh. Then what's up with the attitude? Don't tell me you're upset about that love tap I gave you this morning.
Love tap? You slapped me across the face and shoved me out of the bed. I hit my head on the damn nightstand.
Oh, come off it. You're exaggerating.
I have the bruise to prove it.
I know you fell and hit your head, but I didn't shove you off the bed. You just fell.
I might have hit my head, but it's not like I lost my memory. You shoved me.
I did not. I pushed you away from me because I was scared and then you fell.
You were scared?
Yeah.
You're the one who slapped me.
I told you it was just a little love tap. It wasn't a slap. But the way you reacted. You had the craziest look in your eye. I was so worried about what you were going to do to me after, so I pushed you away and you fell.
Crazy look? I've never raised a finger against you. All I did was go to the bathroom and then you slapped me full across the face as soon as I got back in the bed. Then you pushed me out.
Well, you woke me up.
How? I didn't even use our bathroom. I went downstairs and used the guest bathroom.
Yeah, and you woke me up banging the door closed when you went down there.
I did not bang the door. And even if I did, how is that a good reason to slap me?
How many times do I have to say that it was just a love tap? Love tap. And even if I did slap you, what are you going to do? Call the police? Tell them that you got beat up by your 130-pound wife? A big guy like you? What do you even weigh now, you big lug? You can't be an ounce under 190. I can only imagine the cops' reactions.
I didn't say anything about cops. I was just hoping you might give me an apology. I don't think that's out of the question.
Maybe if you apologize for waking me up.
Really? You think that's anywhere near as bad?
Do you really want to compare who was worse? That doesn't really sound healthy. Just grow up and let it go. There's no way we can have a healthy relationship if you just want to keep lists of every little time you feel slighted.
You know what's not good for a healthy relationship? Hitting your partner and then not even apologizing for it.
No, you want to know what's not healthy? Growing up without ever seeing your father because he's always away working. How much time have you wasted this morning now on this petty crap? Your time and my time, by the way. Is this why you're always working so late? You waste all day texting people?
Ugh, really? So you're not going to apologize?
I don't remember you apologizing for coming home late yesterday.
Now who's keeping lists? And I did apologize. I think I apologized like immediately. Scroll up.
Whatever, Kevin. Just don't be late again today.
Hey, honey. How are you?
Hi, Mom. I'm doing okay. Same as usual. How are you and Dad doing?
We're good. I'm going to get promoted next month.
Yeah, I saw your Instagram story. Congratulations.
Thank you. With the extra money and your birthday coming up, I thought maybe we could all go out for dinner.
That sounds nice. Let me check Patty and Kelly's schedules and I'll get back to you with a good date.
Great.
Do you want to have dinner near your place or ours?
Either way is fine.
And I'm paying, okay? I don't want to talk about it at dinner.
Kevin, come on. We're not going to let you pay for your own birthday dinner.
That's fine, because I'm going to be paying for your congratulations dinner.
Oh, you're ridiculous. How about this? Since the drive is so long, how about we pay if you drive to us and you can pay if we drive to you?
That sounds reasonable. Any preferences?
Nope. Your father and I are happy with whichever.
Okay then, me too. Like I said, let me run things by Patty and Kelly and see what works best.
Okay, let me know.
Hey, you!
Hi?
What the hell are you thinking? Are you expecting me to prepare your birthday dinner for you and your parents? She told me that we'll be eating together to celebrate your birthday and her promotion. But what she really means is, Patty, sweetie, I can't wait for you to pay for my dinner. I won't do it, Kevin. I can't. Just tell your mom that we'll be eating at home.
Actually, I was the one who suggested going out. And of course I offered to pay since they're the ones driving all the way over here.
How could you do that without consulting me? You know that money is part of our house finances. It's part of Kelly's college fund, practically.
I thought you would prefer to have dinner at a restaurant. You always complain when they come over.
That's because they always stay forever. Your parents seem to be completely unable to read the room and take the hint when they've worn out their welcome. Plus all the snide remarks about my cooking and cleaning. Why can't we all just go over to your mom's house? Then I won't have to worry about cleaning up before she comes.
My mom lives all the way in Grand Rapids. It's at least a 3-hour drive from here.
Ugh, I forgot about that. Man, I'm so freaking pissed. God, this whole thing makes me so mad. This is all your fault, Kevin. Mark my words. Once you get home tonight, I'm gonna whip your butt so hard you won't be able to sit for an entire week.
Jeez, calm down. What's with all the threats? You sound like a B-movie gangster.
It's because you keep getting on my nerves. You're just so frustrating.
You know, I still have a bruise from a few days ago. Remember? As I've told you before, you better fix that violent habit of yours. My forehead still hurts, even now. If you hit me again, I won't let it slide.
Don't make me laugh, Kevin. Don't you know that it's perfectly acceptable for a woman to hit a guy? It's called self-defense. But you know what they call a guy who beats a woman? Trash.
Ugh, I just can't seem to reason with you. You are a lost cause.
Happy birthday, Kevin. How's my favorite son-in-law doing?
Thanks for the warm wishes, Greg.
Did Patty get you anything special for your birthday?
I don't know yet. I suppose we'll see.
Can I get you anything for your big day? How about a smartwatch? Or some premium white wine?
Oh no, don't worry about it. It's fine, really. I'm just happy that you even remembered today was my birthday.
See, that's what I like about you, Kevin. You're so friendly and easygoing. Anyway, how are things going between you and Patty?
Great. Yeah. Thanks for asking.
Well, that doesn't look very convincing. Did something happen?
It's nothing, really. It's just...
Just what? Tell me.
Patty's been hitting me an awful lot lately. And over really stupid things. She flies off the handle when I don't respond quickly enough. And she even hits me whenever she gets fed up with something, even if I have nothing to do with it. Just yesterday, Patty pushed me against the wall because she was annoyed that something was sold out at the grocery store. Her behavior has been getting increasingly worse as time goes by. I'm starting to get worried about her.
Oh, Kevin, that's not anything to worry about. Just don't do anything that will get you in trouble with her. As long as you don't rub her the wrong way, you'll be fine.
Sorry.
Patty must have a reason for acting that way. Whatever it is, it's your job to figure that out and fix it. You are her husband, after all. And besides, she's never been that strong physically. Even as a young girl, she would often challenge her older siblings to arm wrestle, only to lose every single time. My daughter's a little weakling. I'm sure it couldn't possibly hurt that much. Let me tell you a secret, Kevin. Patty has always been a bit on the sensitive side. But if you treat her well, I promise you she will reciprocate with love and kindness. Patty can be a bit forward at times, but she's not a bad person. She's actually a really sweet gal. Anyway, Kevin, enjoy the rest of your birthday. Remember what I told you.
Ugh, I regret becoming a mom. Had I known sooner, I would have never given birth to Kelly.
What are you talking about all of a sudden?
I am so sick and tired of raising her on my own. It's so darn tough being a single parent.
You are not a single parent, Patty. Quit exaggerating. I also try to help out with raising Callie as best as I can. I hang out with Callie all the time on the weekends, and I'm the one who takes her out shopping all the time too. I even help out with her math homework after coming home from work. What more do you want me to do?
What's the point? You're working late all the time, so I'm the one who has to deal with her on the weekdays. And I have no one else to ask for help because you're working at that time. Parenting is such a drag. I should have never given birth to her.
Don't ever say that. She'd be devastated if she heard you say something like that. What kind of a mom are you, anyway?
So what? It's true, though. I'm only speaking my mind. That's all. So anyway, Kevin, what time are you gonna be home tonight? I need you back early.
My colleagues and I will be going out for dinner later tonight, so I won't be home anytime soon. I'll try to be back by 1 a.m. at the latest.
Ugh, I knew it. Now I have to cook dinner tonight. On my own. Man, I'm getting so fed up with this lifestyle.
We only have these dinner events about 2 or 3 times a year, at most. It's not like I'm away every other week. Besides, the entire company's gonna be there. It'll look pretty bad if I miss out.
All right, Kevin. I'm not even surprised anymore. You always seem to not be around when I need you most. I'll let it go for today. But this weekend, I want you to take Kelly out and don't come back home until after dinner. Got that? I don't care what you guys do. Go see a movie, sit in the park, go to a pool hall for all I care. Just don't be around. In the meantime, I'll be rewarding myself with some quality downtime at home. I deserve it, considering how much I sacrificed myself for this family.
Kelly has a cold, Patty. She's been coughing nonstop for the past few days. Don't you think it would be better to wait until after she's fully recovered?
Nonsense. It's just a cold. Just give her some orange juice. I'm sure she'll get over it soon enough. Just don't make a big deal out of it. She'll be fine. Just take her and leave the house for a day. I need time to rest. Hey, where are you?
At the hospital.
And what are you doing there?
Have you forgotten already? This morning, I tried sneaking back into the house as quietly as possible, but you still woke up. You lost your temper again and started kicking at me. I was so startled that I fell backwards and banged my arm against the corner of the table. And right now, my arm's super swollen. I haven't been able to move it at all. That's why I'm being treated at the hospital, because it has a hairline fracture.
Yeah, I remember this morning's incident. But why are you being such a crybaby about it? Was it so bad that you just had to go to the hospital? All you had to do was put some ice on it. You're such a baby. Geez, stop making such a big fuss out of everything, Mr. Drama Queen.
I told you already, I can't move my frickin' arm. And it's not something that's gonna heal anytime soon. The doctor already told me that my arm's in bad shape.
No one told you to fall over backwards, right? Kevin, I think you need to train your sense of balance. Maybe you should start taking some ballet classes. It'll also help shed off all that belly fat of yours, you know?
It's not funny, Patty. I don't need your sarcasm right now. Shouldn't you owe me an apology first?
Me? Apologize to you? Why should I?
What kind of a wife kicks her husband anyway? What are you, a thug?
Well, none of this would have happened if you didn't wake me up, Sherlock.
I didn't intentionally try to wake you up. Like I said, I was very careful not to make any noise. But I can't help it if the door clicks when it closes.
You have two choices, Kevin. Either don't come back home at all, or make sure that the door doesn't make any sound when you close it. You know that I'm a light sleeper. I get woken up by even the smallest pin drop. Once you wake me up, it's nearly impossible for me to fall back asleep. And I need my beauty rest. Why can't you understand that? God, you're just so frustrating.
Forget it, Patty. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Kevin, you owe me an apology. Now.
For what?
Say that you're sorry. A few hours ago, you called me a thug and treated me like I was out of my mind. I felt insulted and outright offended. So apologize.
Patty, I'm really not in the mood right now. Let's talk about this later, all right?
I don't care whether you're in a good mood or not. Apologize to me right now.
What about me? I've been putting up with your ridiculous behavior for the past 8 years. 8 whole years. I won't be tolerating it any longer. So just stop. I'm warning you.
Whoa, Kevin. I'm so scared. So, if I don't stop hitting you, what are you gonna do about it? You gonna hit me, big boy? Just try me, Kevin. See for yourself what will happen if you lay a finger on me. I saw your fists were shaking during our argument yesterday. I just pretended not to notice. But since we're already on this topic, what were you planning on doing to a woman like me anyway? Assault me? You've got to be kidding me. Do you think you'll get away with it? You'll forever be remembered as a wife beater.
Man, I really wish you were a guy right now. Even for 1 minute. I would absolutely love to teach you a lesson.
Aw, well, sucks for you, bud. Unfortunately, I'm not a guy, so there's not much you can do to me. The moment that you lay a finger on me, I'll tell the whole wide world about how abusive you are. Everyone will side with me, and no one will believe you. You want to know why? 'Cause you're a man.
Stop trying to test my patience, Patty. Let's not make this any harder than it already is. We weren't like this from the beginning.
And stop trying to test my patience, Kevin, because you're really getting on my last nerve. Oh, and if you want to come back home, you better write me a sincere letter of apology. At least 20 pages long, preferably longer. And just to make sure you won't try to crawl back home, I'll be changing the combination on our front door. So don't even try to act smart with me.
Hi, sweetie. I'm in front of your office. Do you have some free time? I want to have lunch with you.
Mom, what are you doing here? Hold on a sec, I'll be right out.
If you're busy, don't worry about it. We can always eat some other time.
I'm not that busy, Mom. It's close to lunchtime anyway. I'll meet you outside.
All right, Kevin. I'll be waiting for you. Thanks for the lunch, Kevin. It was so nice to have a lovely date with my son.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. We should do this more often.
Hey, are you working another part-time job? Like construction work?
No? Why do you ask?
I noticed that your face was covered with bruises. Where did you get those injuries? I mean, I'm sure it's not from your current job. It's just office work. Did you get in a fight with someone recently?
No, not at all. I just tripped down the stairs the other day. That's all.
Ouch! You should have been more careful, Kevin.
I will from now on. I've been tripping over a lot of things lately. But it's really not a big deal. Believe me.
Thank goodness. I was worried you got into a violent scuffle or a work injury. Take care of yourself. All right, Kevin? I'll be upset if you ever get hurt.
I understand, Mom.
God, you are so annoying! Why didn't you wash the dishes after breakfast? Are you expecting me to take care of everything for you?
I didn't have time to, so I just rinsed it out with water. If you don't want to do the dishes, just leave it. I'll take care of it when I get back home.
Why do you constantly get on my nerves? Can't you do anything right for a change? At this rate, I'm convinced that you're asking for a beating.
Are you really gonna act this way? I'm at my limit too, you know.
Oh gosh, I am so scared.
I'm being serious, Patty. I've already told you countless times. You had better fix that nasty attitude of yours. Hitting people and making impulsive, hurtful comments have become routine for you. This has got to stop. If you don't shape up now, you'll end up making the same mistakes in front of others.
Excuse me? Are you my boss or something? How dare you talk down to me like that?
I'm not trying to talk down to you. I'm talking about upholding basic manners. Just be respectful of other people. That's all I'm trying to say.
Do you think I'm a psychopath? You really think I go around town picking fights with random people on the street? As long as the other person doesn't create problems first, I have no reason to react aggressively. No beef, no drama.
There is no justification for violence, Patty. None whatsoever.
Of course, Your Honor. I completely understand. Hey, Judge Kevin, quit being your usual annoying self and be useful for once. After you get home, clean up this entire house and wash the dishes. Kelly hasn't had a proper shower in a while. She's starting to smell a bit, so make sure you get her to take one when you get home.
What the hell? Why hasn't she taken a shower? How long has it been?
Since you left on your business trip.
My business trip to Vegas lasted 2 full weeks. Are you telling me that she hasn't showered once that whole time?
I guess not. It's not like I can force her to. She's a full-grown woman.
Patty, she's 7. If she was a full-grown woman, I'm sure no one would have to force her to shower. As it stands, you can surely get her to.
Well, instead of complaining, why don't you do it? Get off work early and convince her to take a shower. Got it?
OMG, are you serious? Hi, Mom. Kelly has been begging me to let her come visit you guys. I was thinking about bringing her over. Do you guys have any plans this weekend?
Aw, I've missed her too. I haven't seen her since your birthday. I'm sure she must have grown quite a bit since then. Don't worry, I can always make time for my precious grandchild.
Are you sure? I mean, if you have other things to do, we can always come another time.
No worries, Kevin. Just come over this weekend. I want to spend some time with my granddaughter.
I should visit you guys more often. Sorry, Mom. I've been so busy with work. I didn't even try to make the extra effort to visit.
Oh, well, it's all right, sweetheart. So is Patty also gonna come over?
I think so. She doesn't have anything else planned for this weekend.
Great! I'll cook up a nice flank steak for dinner. That's her favorite, right?
I'm sure she'd love that.
I'm sure the both of you will be exhausted by the time you get here. It's quite a long drive. If there's anything else you guys need, just let me know. I'll have it ready for you guys by the weekend.
Thanks, Mom. I really appreciate it.
Oh, Kevin, there's no need to thank me. I'm your mom after all. That's what family's for, right? Well, I'll see you this weekend. I love you.
All right, Mom. Love you too. You remember we're going to my parents tonight, right? Mom says that if there's anything you want her to prepare, to just let her know.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Just take Kelly with you. I won't be going this time.
What? My mom's making flank steak because it's your favorite. So unless you have an emergency to take care of, I'd appreciate it if you'd come with us.
Kevin, it's frickin' 3 hours away from here. It's too far. And plus, you know I get carsick.
Patty, you haven't seen her in almost half a year.
I told you I don't want to go. We have to spend the night at that old rundown house, don't we? The last time we stayed over, I heard rats in the walls.
Don't be ridiculous. There's no rats in the walls there.
There was mold all over the bedroom walls and near the bathroom sink. Yuck.
What are you talking about? Mom keeps that house so clean you could eat off the floor. It's cleaner than our house.
Don't you dare start complaining about our house now. God, you're just like your mother. If you don't like it, maybe you could work a little less overtime and help out sometimes.
I'm not trying to criticize you, but my parents' house is not anywhere near as bad as you're making it out as.
Yes, it is. Not to mention that foul smell that kept creeping up from downstairs. It makes me want to puke just thinking about it. No thanks, Kevin. I think I'll pass.
Patty, I get that you're frustrated, but let's just all go together as a family, okay? My mom's eagerly looking forward to seeing all of us this weekend. Even Kelly has been raving about the upcoming trip for the past few days. She wants the both of us to be there.
Fine. But this is the last time I'm going. Got it? Don't force me to go to your parents' house ever again.
This will be the last time. I promise.
Hey, is the car ready yet?
Yup, bring Kelly out. I'll be waiting in front of the house.
Okay, we'll be out soon.
Patty, where are you?
I'm downtown. Why?
At this hour? And why did you scream and hit me across the head while I was driving? Don't you know that's dangerous? You almost got all of us into an accident.
I couldn't stand your driving, Kevin. How could you cut in front of another car like that?
Well, what else did you want me to do? I mean, the lanes were merging, and the car was yielding to us.
Oh, whatever. I'm so pissed off by what you did back there. I'm just letting you know that I'll be spending the night at a motel. So don't expect me to come back until tomorrow morning. There's absolutely no way I'll be sleeping at your parents' old, decrepit house. Nuh-uh.
What? Patty, I don't have time to play games with you. Just tell me where you're at. I'll come pick you up.
I said no, Kevin. And that's final.
Mom's starting to get worried, and Kelly keeps asking for you.
Oh, for Christ's sake! Jeez! Won't anyone in this frickin' family leave me alone for once?
I thought I told you to fix that attitude of yours.
So what? I don't even have the freedom to choose where to sleep?
It's only for one night, Patty. Can't you just bear with it for one night?
Look, Kevin, you're only saying that because it's your parents' house. My parents would never allow me to stay over at a dirty place like that. Yuck!
Okay, I get it. I understand how much you detest coming here. But my parents and Kelly are getting worried about you. Don't keep them waiting. Please don't make things more difficult than it already is. Just let me know where you are. I'll come pick you up.
Then come pick me up here. I'll be waiting for you.
I'm on my way. Hi, Greg. I have something to tell you.
Hi, Kevin. It's quite late. Is there something I can do for you?
As a matter of fact, there is. Your daughter is in jail right now.
What? What the hell happened?
I told you last time we spoke that she was flying off the handle over every little thing.
Hold on a second. I know you're not about to tell me that you called the police on my daughter, Kevin. What kind of man are you?
No, just hold on a second there, Greg. I ought to have called the police on her a long time ago. But no, that's not what happened.
What kind of man are you? A husband is supposed to protect his wife.
I was trying to protect her, actually. We're in Grand Rapids right now visiting my parents. Well, Kelly and I are visiting my parents. Patty jumped out of the car as soon as we got into the city and ran off. I was going to pick her up to make sure she was safe when she attacked me right in the middle of the road.
She jumped out of the car? What kind of family are you running over there?
A dysfunctional one, clearly. Like I said, I should have called the cops on her years ago before this violent habit of hers got so out of control. To think she'd attack me right in the middle of the street like that.
You're despicable.
Say what you want, but I did my best to keep my family together. I was doing my best to keep her safe. She attacked me on the street as soon as I came to get her. She pushed me down, jumped in the car, and then tried to run me over. It was actually a witness that called the police on her. They picked her up about 10 minutes later, pulling onto the highway. Apparently, she was going to abandon me and Kelly here in Grand Rapids.
Well, what did you do to her to make her do that?
Nothing! We're just here for an ordinary trip to visit my parents. It had been about 6 months since we've seen them, and over a year since we've been to Grand Rapids.
You know Patty hates Grand Rapids.
I know, but once a year isn't asking too much. It's certainly not worth jumping out of the car, running off, and then trying to run me over.
I've heard enough excuses out of you, Kevin. You need to man up and take care of your family. I don't know what you hope to gain by whining about it to me.
I'm not hoping to gain anything. In fact, I consider this part of taking care of my family. Your daughter needs someone to bail her out of jail.
So what are you waiting for?
Me? Nothing. What are you waiting for?
What are you talking about?
Patty tried to run me over and abandon me and Kelly here. I don't plan on bailing her out of jail. In fact, I plan on getting a restraining order against her and then divorcing her.
What? Have you lost your mind, man?
Not at all. In fact, I'm thinking clearly for the first time in a long time. I have to protect myself and I have to protect my daughter. I suggest you do the same. After that, I did exactly what I promised. I cooperated with the police and pressed charges against Patty. As soon as we got back home, I went through with my threat to file the restraining order and for divorce. Luckily, Patty's mountain of evidence she left in hospital visits and threats over text made it all a pretty open and shut case. Her constant complaining about raising Kelly made getting custody a breeze as well. I should have done all of this a long time ago. I guess I was embarrassed because I didn't feel manly. Maybe I just wanted to desperately cling to the family I had built. But my daughter and I will both be much safer now. I'll make sure of it.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.